create an office of independent counsel so that if there is an allegation, even today it could be me, tomorrow it could be Honorable Mbarire, of police brutality, we don't leave it to be in the hands of the police, but we get somebody independent to do the investigation and prosecution, so that we bring an end to what you call impunity within the police force. I just wanted to get your take on that particular issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Maybe, Mr. Irungu, let me begin by associating myself largely with the sentiments of Senator Omar regarding the deployment of officers in Haiti, because that's a matter that's really not in the realm of this committee, and we need to exercise caution, as Senator Omar said, so that we don't put our men and women in uniform in harm's way wherever they serve us, because they are all our children, they are the Kenyans like ourselves, and we owe them that duty of care in whatever we say. But you appreciate, Houston, there is also a very thin line between protecting the rights of demonstrators, and in that case, demonstrators who are not doing so peaceably and unarmed, as is stipulated in our constitution and our laws, and also the duty by policemen to protect life and property of those who are not otherwise involved in violent protests. I want to believe part of the reason we are here as a dialogue committee, as His Excellency keeps reminding us, is so that we are able to dialogue as a country, to put behind our nation the culture of violence, and where we settle political disagreements using violence. And from where you sit as human rights crusaders and activists, you then owe the country a duty of civic education. That, and I have seen players in the civil society demonstrate over the cost of living peaceably and unarmed, not with machetes, not with stones, and they do so, and the police actually escort them, even to the gates of Parliament. I have seen them even chain themselves to the gates of Parliament peaceably. I don't know what your role would be as a civil society players and more so human rights activists to protect the rights of even officers and other Kenyans who are not involved in the violence, and probably also engage Kenyans in a crusade of civic education, where you educate Kenyans that a demonstration, a procession, a protest, picketing does not necessarily mean a campaign of violence and anarchy. Because when we get into a campaign of violence and anarchy, then you leave the police in a catch-22 position, where police officers have to protect another Kenyan's supermarket being looted, and the people looting have machetes, are armed with stones, they have broken into a supermarket, you lobby tear gas, they do not respond, they continue looting and threaten the police. Therefore, there has to be that balance, and we must appreciate that balance. Two, nobody in this country would advocate for excessive use of force, because as Senator Mugeni says, today it's Opio and I, tomorrow it's me. And trust me, I have been there, I know. Those two young Indians you referred to and their taxi driver are people I knew, are people I worked with. There was no reason, absolutely no reason for those young Indians and the Kenyans who were killed by the people, as you say, who are known. Therefore, as we speak about Kenyans who were killed in the demonstrations, let us not forget those Kenyans who were executed in the name of politics. Those young Indians were executed in the name of politics for no reason at all. And not just those